Hello, welcome to the Copywriting Challenge with Boss Uzi. My name is Uzoma Oranibo, and on this challenge, I'm going to be taking you on a journey on how to learn and master copywriting so that you can profit from it. If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's get straight into it. Before all these copywriting things started, in fact, before I started teaching all these things about copywriting, there was a trigger. And that trigger happened on Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. It's a day I'm not going to ever forget. I had one of the biggest humiliations I've ever encountered on that day. You can see the picture of me on that day. This is the picture of me. This was a picture. I actually snapped this picture to remind myself on this day. Let me tell you what happened. A friend of mine who I worked for as a violin bag carrier told me to get down from his car after he agreed to drop me at my home, or maybe at a place where I could easily access home. Now, this was my friend where we used to go to job together, and he was really big. He's very big, and I used to help him carry back so that I'm going to get small thing. Now, the reason he gave for not dropping me in a very, very good place was not just adding up. After so many heated arguments in the car with other people in the car, ladies were there, a guy was there, and everybody just saw me arguing and shouting, "Boss, you must drop me at the end." Where he wanted to drop me was very risky for me. So I decided to come down in an unfavorable area that was very risky to me. Now, the beginning of something great was born that night. That night, I didn't sleep because of the humiliation. Everything kept playing. I woke up by 3 a.m. I know that God woke me up. I woke up by 3 a.m. Not like I even woke up. I was just like in my bed trying rolling. But I just got up by 3 a.m. I took out my computer and decided to build a business. Now, then I didn't really have a very good computer. I just had something I was managing then. But I took it out. Decided to build my business. And this was where everything started. This is my space. You can see my fan. You can see my table. This was my office. Now, one thing that happened is that I made millions by eventually building my business. Now, the story of how I made millions is going to be, I'm going to tell you how I did that in this challenge. Now, since then, I have made multiple millions for myself. I didn't have to be a violin bag carrier again to earn 5,000 naira per event. I made millions and I moved to my own apartment. And if you can see here, you can compare this green chair and this fan to this one. See me sitting on my very good leather chair that I'm actually sitting on recording with my very good Italian table. This is how I was transformed. Now, I made a decision to spread the light. In 2022, I have already trained over 15,000 students. Since 2020, I've already trained over 15,000 students on how to do exactly what has changed my life. And for you to be listening to me right now, you're adding to the numbers, because some of the people that have gotten value from my trainings, their lives is transformed. And I have no doubt that you listening to me right now, you're also going to be transformed. I turned my pain into fortune. I decided to use my skills to offer services to businesses and individuals, both locally and globally. I was tired of depending on people to eat. I learned a life-changing skill called copywriting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the skill that changed my life, copywriting. I'm going to be telling you about copywriting. Now, here are some of the results I have actually gathered for myself. Now, some of the results I have gathered to make me competent enough to talk to you is: number one, I've made more than 50 million naira since the inception of my copywriting and this online space in general. That is, this online space alone, more than 50 million naira. Now, many people say 50 million naira is not too much. I don't like exaggerating numbers. I don't like even talking about numbers. But when I say more than 50 million, that means it can even be 100 million. But let's just leave it like that, so that I'm going to create the possibility in your mind that it is possible for you to do this from 2022 to when you're listening to me right now. I've trained over 15,000 mentees who have gone ahead to they've gone ahead to land high paying clients both locally and internationally. Not just that, they've built their own businesses for themselves using the knowledge that they got from my trainings. I am willing to show you how you can do the same for yourself. How can you also write your own story? You can rewrite your own story because my story was rewritten after so many tribulations from the university, how I spent 8 years in the university trying to graduate from the university, how I was being, turned in my family because of finance, how lecturers used to use me and play because I couldn't afford many things. My story changed for good. And today I'm in a privileged position. I'm not going to retaliate back, but I am interested in making you rewrite your own story. But you need to help me help you. You need to understand what is your financial goal. What is your own financial goal? Have your monthly financial goal at the back of your head. Now, my monthly financial goal as at when I started the online business was just to make 150K monthly. In fact, I didn't even think about 150K in the online space. I just wanted to be a banker, sit in the banking hall and make 150K. But everything changed for me when I met somebody that actually helped me to learn this skill I am teaching you right now. Now, if you earn that money, now I'm just want to ask you, what is your own monthly goal? What is your own monthly goal? You want to earn 1 million per month, 500K, 200K. You need to define it for yourself so that you can know whether the vehicle you're about to take is actually going to help you. But I can tell you for a fact that with copywriting, the sky is your starting point. The sky is your starting point. I don't like mentioning figures, but the sky is your starting point. You can do millions in a month. So if it's copywriting you want to use to actually make this money, then you're in the right place. Now, number two, if you earn that money in your mind monthly, what will it do for you? Now, one of the things that is going to push you to actually rewrite your own story is to imagine what that monthly income will actually do for you. Can it buy you a new phone? Can it change your car? Can it buy whatever? Can it help your family, your baby? If your wife give birth, can it help? Do you want to move to a new apartment? Do you want to buy a new laptop? Do you want to travel outside the country? What will you do? What can that money do for you? Now, the third thing you need to know is, why does making this money monthly matter to you? You need to understand why it matters to you, why it's a must. You need to place an urgency trigger in your body so that you would work. And the fourth question I would like to ask you is, how can I make this money? How can you make this money? You've mentioned what you want to make. You've understood why you want to make the money. Then you understand why it matters to you. Your job right now is, how can you make that money? Let's go to the secret. This is just the secret. One way to make money doing anything is just to, now, do you get what you want? One way to let me ask you this question. Do you get what you want for free just because you want it? If you go to a market store, no, because I say I want to make 5 million naira, I'll just get it. No. There's only one way to make money online anywhere, is to sell something, exchange of value. You need to give something to take something. You need to give something to take something. So it's selling. What are you selling? There are different things to sell. I'm going to explain them to you. Now, before you sell, you must have the capital that buys what to sell. Hope that English made sense. How can you position yourself to get paid? Because one thing is that anytime you need something, you go to the market and you pay. How can you also position yourself to get paid? The honest secret I'm going to be giving you right now is to learn a high income skill. Learning a high income skill is your way out. And let's go over to what high income skills are. Types of high income skills. Number one, consulting. We have closing, we have public speaking, we have digital marketing, software development, media buying, cyber security, SEO expert, sales funnel builder, and consulting. Now, this list was developed 4 years ago, but trust me, this list is still relevant up till today. One of the things that is just missing is just learning how to use AI proficiently. But guess what? In this high income skills list that I just listed to you, more than all these skills, I have all of them. I have most of them. But there is one skill that stood out for me. That skill was what actually paved way to actually get all this, to get the kind of money I have today, to get the kind of money I've made. Now, let me tell you something. Having all these skills, public speaking skills, digital marketing skills, and you don't know how to close, and you don't know how to sell, and you don't know how to use your copywriting skills to make money, then you will just be there. Copywriting is the bedrock of any other skill you want to learn, as long as it has to do with online space. Now, the most recommended skill I'm going to recommend for you to learn today is copywriting, written boldly on the screen. What is copywriting? Let me explain what copywriting is to you in a very clear term that I hope you would understand. Copywriting is the act of crafting emotionally compelling marketing messages that triggers an ideal audience to take a buying decision. Sorry for that trigger did not show, but it triggers an ideal audience to take a buying decision. Now let's go to the let's actually break this down. What is copywriting? Let's not just be talking plenty. It is the act of crafting. That means you must write, you must craft, you must put down something. The act of crafting what? You have to craft an emotionally, and it must always be compelling as well. Emotion is the state of when somebody is feeling you, when somebody has been connected to you. Compelling is I feel compelled to come to this place. Compel is a force. When emotion has been already sent, then you also compel. Now, it's the art of crafting emotionally compelling marketing messages. Marketing message is communication that triggers an ideal audience that triggers an ideal audience to take a decision. Any decision at all. Now, let me explain this. Now, look at these two books. The first one is called Astrological Love. This book was published in 1982 and it sold less than 5,000 copies. Now, this book rights was actually sold to somebody, one man, and this man republished it in 1998. He just bought the publishing rights. And guess what? This book sold 2.5 million copies. Guess what? What happened? He changed the name from Astrological Love towards How to Satisfy a Woman Every Time and Have Her Beg for More. The first and only book that tells you exactly how. From 5,000 copies for years, for more than 20 years, up to 20 years, to selling 2.5 million copies. And if you want to verify, you can go online and check it. People are still buying this book up to today because of the name. Now, you can end with copywriting as a beginner using different ways. Number one, you can become a tutor. You can end becoming a tutor. You can create a digital product from your knowledge, and you can use your skills to sell it in. You can use this skill to sell it in your you can use the skill to sell in your business. You can also use the skill to sell in someone's business. You can offer this skill as a service, which is freelancing. I am going to be explaining all these during the course of this challenge. Now, do you want to know more? In the next few days, you're going to learn how to be so good in copywriting and attract people who can pay you for your skills. I'm also going to teach you how to tell compelling stories. Remember what I said, emotionally compelling. One of the things that would help you emotionally compel people to listen to whatever you want to sell is when you're very good at copywriting. So I'm going to be teaching you how to tell stories to build up emotions with your potential audience. I'm also going to teach you how to build a copywriting portfolio even as a beginner. I'm going to teach you how to write compelling marketing message for your emails, social media content, and sales pages. This one pays so well. I'm also going to be teaching you how to pitch for high-paying jobs. All this in this challenge. Don't miss this challenge for any reason. Now, I have one assignment for you before I go. This is day one. Number one, read this book. Read just chapter 1 of this book. The name of this book is Mindset Boost. I'm going to be dropping the link to this book in the description, or anywhere you're going to be seeing any link I provide after this video. Number 2, tell me what you have learned. Just tell me what you have learned. If you've gotten value, what exactly have you learned in this video? Put it in the comment section. Number 3, invite someone to join the copywriting challenge. One of the ways you can thank me for actually taking my 5 days to teach you this is to invite your friends so that they can also learn. And if you do that for me, I'm going to be so happy. Remember the assignment number 1, read the introduction and chapter 1 of Mindset Boost. Tell me what you've learned in the comment section. Do that right now and invite somebody. You can invite someone with the content. Also tag me, LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm going to repost. You can also invite someone on WhatsApp. Just put it on your status. I'm going to be sharing the link so that you can actually share. Please invite someone. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Copywriting Challenge with Boss Uzi. This is day 1. I hope to see you in day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5.